Today's news highlights. D 2024/05/27. Time cutoff, 1700 hours. News headline, avocados not only protect the heart and eyes. Research reveals 3 key reasons they help lower the risk of diabetes in women. Publication date, May 24, 2024. Source, Health 2.0. Key points of the news. Research has found that eating a small amount of avocado daily can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes in women. The study surveyed over 28,000 adults in Mexico and showed that women who ate avocados had a significantly lower risk of developing diabetes. Avocados are rich in fiber, unsaturated fats, and various vitamins and minerals, which help manage blood sugar levels and satiety and promote heart health. Men did not see the same effect, possibly due to higher rates of smoking and alcohol consumption. The study suggests further exploration into the long-term effects of avocados on diabetes risk. News headline, taking a nap can actually make you slimmer. Experts teach you to avoid these foods to improve nap quality. Publication date, May 20, 2024. Source, Health 2.0. Key points of the news. Feeling drowsy in the afternoon? A short nap can help control strong cravings, as sufficient sleep can secrete leptin, reducing the desire to eat. The average Taiwanese person sleeps less than the 7 to 8 hours needed for health, affecting leptin and ghrelin, increasing hunger and the risk of weight gain. A 20-minute nap can provide sufficient rest, but avoid high sugar and high-fat foods, opting instead for milk, cheese, and nuts. Proper napping not only helps control weight but also improves health, work efficiency, and creativity. Title, Liqing Te hopes for understanding as artists forced to make political statements. Published date, May 26, 2024. Source, The Epoch Times. Key points, following a statement from CCTV denying Taiwan's national status, Taiwanese artists were compelled to make political statements. President Liqing Te pointed out that Taiwanese cultural workers are being coerced into making political statements in China, a situation not unprecedented. He urged understanding for the mindset of cultural workers and pledged to defend the nation, promoting the development of cultural workers. Ko Wen-je, Kuomintang legislator Hsu Yu-jen, and the People First Party all condemned the pressure from the Chinese Communist Party, calling for wise dialogue between leaders on both sides. Mayday's Ashin came under scrutiny for shouting "We are Chinese" during a performance, disappointing Taiwanese fans. Regarding artists being forced to make statements, the chairman of CAI Seeing Media, Xie Jinhe, expressed understanding but emphasized that Taiwan's interests should not be harmed, and companies and artists should remember their national sentiment. Title, Taiwan Legislative Yuan Power Expansion, 100,000 Protest, CCP distorts reporting. Published date, May 26, 2024. Source, The Epoch Times. Key points, with the inauguration of the new President Liqing Te, the Taiwan Legislative Yuan's review of the parliamentary expansion law sparked protests from 100,000 people. The Chinese Communist Party's response to this was peculiar, with official media remaining silent. Analysis suggests that Taiwan is a key battleground for the confrontation between the two major camps in the world, and the CCP seeks to suppress Taiwan, fearing that the democratic tide will undermine its regime. Democratic countries must firmly support Taiwan. Civil protests were not reported by official Chinese media. Instead, the CCP attempted to portray conflicts within the Taiwan Legislative Yuan. Experts point out that Taiwan's democratic performance deserves recognition, while the CCP attempts to distort public opinion using crowd effects. Taiwan has become a critical battleground for the confrontation between the two major camps, posing a threat to the CCP's authoritarian regime. The international community should firmly support Taiwan's democratic rule of law. Title, Make Yourself Happier, expert recommends saying these 10 phrases every day. Published date, May 25, 2024. Source, The Epoch Times. Key points, interpersonal relationships are a major factor influencing personal happiness, and it is recommended to say 10 phrases every day to increase happiness. A happiness expert pointed out 2 major obstacles hindering people from building better interpersonal relationships: a lack of skills in establishing healthy relationships and busy lifestyles. Expressing gratitude and praise, forgiving others, encouraging others, and actively providing help are methods that help establish positive interpersonal relationships. At the same time, valuing important relationships and expressing love are crucial for increasing happiness and a sense of meaning in life. News headline, Electric vehicles are a new force in Taiwan. Which Taiwanese manufacturers have entered China's new energy vehicle supply chain? Release time, May 14, 2024. Data reference, Vision Magazine. News highlights, China's new energy vehicle market is developing rapidly, and the penetration rate of new vehicle sales is expected to reach 20% in 2025 and 50% in 2035. Taiwanese manufacturers have spotted business opportunities and entered the supply chain one after another, such as Delta Electronics, Shishuo, etc. China has become the world's largest automobile market. In 2023, Automobile production and sales exceeded 30 million vehicles for the first time, and BID jumped to number 10 in the world. Sales of new energy vehicles continue to grow, reaching 9.587 million units in 2023, with market share steadily increasing and supporting facilities continuing to improve. In 2023, China's top 10 auto sales brands will account for 80% of the market, showing that the new energy vehicle market has broad prospects. News headline: Singapore Airlines terrifying sudden plunge. 9 ironclad rules for surviving turbulence, daily incidents on Japanese routes, and seat selection secrets. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Apple Daily News website. News highlights: A turbulence incident on Singapore Airlines resulted in 1 death and 71 injuries, raising concerns about in-flight safety. Experts advise securing loose items, fastening seatbelts, and stowing tray tables to prevent turbulence-related injuries. During turbulence, protecting the head, assuming the brace position, and using oxygen masks are recommended. When evacuating, passengers should remove any restrictive clothing. Seat selection affects turbulence perception. Seats near the wings are the most stable, while those at the rear experience the most turbulence. Passengers experiencing air sickness can consult a physician for medication but are advised against consuming alcohol. News headline: Successful Ridge mandatory service recruit armed robbery to escape military. Military police found him at home in Yunlin. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Apple Daily News website. News highlights: A mandatory service recruit from Successful Ridge, Private Zhao from Unit 2229, intended to return to camp yesterday. However, he threatened a friend with a knife and stole their car while being driven back to camp. Military police found him at home in Yunlin and brought him back to the camp. Zhao is suspected of being involved in gambling debts, although there is no initial evidence of carrying a knife or being in debt. He will face disciplinary action for violating camp regulations and will undergo psychological counseling. This incident follows a similar case of a mandatory service deserter in April. News headline: Fang Fang's June 1 Shanghai wedding reveals guest list. Soon Island's red envelope amount exposed. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Apple Daily News website. News highlights: Golden Bell Award-winning host Fang is set to hold her son Jason's wedding in Shanghai on June 1, with celebrities like Soon Island already arriving. Jason, a psychology major at the University of Southern California, will marry his girlfriend, who works for a boutique company, after 3 years of courtship. Soon Island will give a red envelope, estimated to be under 100,000 yuan. Other guests at the wedding banquet include Zhang Yijia and Zheng Qiuchen. Soon Island previously made Elaine Jin cry, but he clarified it was a slip of the tongue and will not be awkward. News headline: Photo of firefighting heroes Li Yongzhen and Zhou Leixin revealed colleagues mourn, senior brother's mission ended. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Apple Daily News website. News highlights: A fire broke out in a collective residential building in Hsinchu City last night, resulting in the deaths of firefighters Li Yongzhen and Zhou Leixin. During the rescue operation, they collapsed in the stairwell due to depleted oxygen tanks. Li Yongzhen, who received commendation from the city government for rescuing an emergency pregnant woman and her fetus last year, was 39 years old with 19 years of service, married, and had younger firefighter brothers. Zhou Leixin, aged 34 with 14 years of service, was unmarried. Both were dedicated to their work, and their families and colleagues mourn their loss. News headline: Avani strengthens. U.S. estimates it may become a severe typhoon. Consensus on path predictions among countries. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Apple Daily News website. News highlights: This year's first typhoon, Avani, is strengthening. While Taiwan's Central Weather Bureau predicts it may only reach the lower limit of a medium typhoon, the U.S. military forecasts it could become a severe typhoon. There is a consensus among various countries on its northeastward path, which will not affect Taiwan. Meteorologist Wu Durong warns of rainstorms or thunderstorms as a frontal system moves southward from Wednesday to Friday. Attention should be paid to the development of localized severe weather. By Saturday into early next week, the frontal system will approach Taiwan, increasing the likelihood of rainfall, necessitating caution against localized severe convection. News headline: Korean staff trapped in Hsinchu fire elevator opened a gap and quickly closed it to rescue themselves smartly. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Apple Daily News website. News highlights: A fire broke out in a collective residential building in the eastern district of Hsinchu City, resulting in the deaths of 2 firefighters. A netizen revealed that a Korean employee of her husband's company was trapped in an elevator but was successfully rescued and sent to the hospital after seeking help. The fire department quickly arrived at the scene to rescue them. The fire originated from a distribution box on the 3rd underground floor, causing smoke to fill the entire building. The Korean employee fell unconscious due to inhaling a large amount of carbon monoxide and was urgently taken to the hospital. The netizen's husband, who is the employee's boss, also assisted in the rescue operation. Title: 2 firefighters perish in intense blaze. Smoke-covered masks unable to remove, lost direction and died in stairwell. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: A fire broke out last night in the King Yun Plaza Community Building in East District, Hsinchu City. 2 firefighters, Lee Yongzhen and Jo Lexin from the Jinshan Squad, died while conducting rescue operations. Their masks were covered with tar-like smoke, causing them to lose direction and eventually collapse on the second and third floors. The fire has been brought under control, and the society mourns the loss of these 2 heroes. Title: Explosive demand for new development in Gishan. Tents, stools all brought, senior real estate agent, it's too crazy. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: An upcoming development in Gishan has sparked a frenzy of buyers, with people queuing up in advance. The scene is crowded, with many bringing stools, ice chests, and even setting up tents to reserve spots. Real estate agent He Shishang described the market as overheated, likening the queue situation to a celebrity signing event. Netizens are discussing various aspects, some lamenting the source of funds for property purchases, others finding the situation exaggerated. Some reveal that the line for the early bird sale by the agency has already stretched long, indicating a strong demand in the housing market. Title: Non-smoker, non-drinker, yet silent cancer strikes. One family habit leads to cancer, doctor laments, too late. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: Dr. Qian Zhenghong, a gastroenterologist at Changgung Hospital in Keelung, pointed out the case of a 50-year-old woman without symptoms, but elevated CA19-9 levels during a health check revealed pancreatic cancer. Possible causes include exposure to secondhand smoke. French research shows that smoking and exposure to secondhand smoke are both associated with an increased risk of pancreatic cancer. Dietary habits and exposure to toxins during adolescence affect cells and sow the seeds of cancer early. Dr. Qian urged special attention to pancreatic health, as pancreatic cancer has become a prevalent disease, especially among women. Title: Is Bipo turning into Kenting? He complains, same items on Old Street triple the price. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: Controversy over Bipo Street's transformation into a Kenting-like atmosphere, with residents feeling taken advantage of. A man bought brown sugar cakes in Bipo, priced at 120 NT, 3 times more expensive than elsewhere, prompting the question of whether Bipo is also undergoing a Kenting transformation. Netizens' reactions are divided, with some believing the large portion and ample ingredients justify the price, while others point out that Bipo has 3 stalls selling items for 100 NT each, but with less content. The post sparked discussions, revealing price disputes in Bipo. Title: Remember to bring an umbrella. 3 consecutive days of torrential rain across Taiwan starting today, peak rainfall hours revealed. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: Today, the plum rain front approaches, necessitating precautions against thunderstorms across Taiwan. The heaviest rainfall is expected on Tuesday and Wednesday, with the Meteorological Bureau advising everyone to carry rain gear. The approach of the front destabilizes the weather, leading to localized showers or thunderstorms in various areas, especially during the afternoon when the probability of rain is high. Partial heavy rain is likely in mountainous areas of central and northern Taiwan. Typhoon Avini does not affect Taiwan directly, but there is a chance of long waves along the northern coast, eastern coastal areas, and offshore islands such as Hengchun, Orchid Island, and Green Island. Please stay safe. Over the next week, influenced by 2 fronts, the weather will be unstable, and mountainous areas should guard against mudslides. Stay vigilant and keep an eye on weather updates. Title: 2 brave firefighters die in rescue effort at residential fire in Hsinchu City. Fire department mourns with black and white photo on Facebook. 173 residents still await rescue. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: A residential building in Hsinchu City caught fire late on the 26th, and 2 firefighters collapsed in a stairwell during the rescue process, suspected to have run out of oxygen. They were pronounced dead after being sent to the hospital. The fire is still not under control, with approximately 173 people still awaiting rescue. The fire department urges the public to evacuate where they are and not to go out casually. Rescue operations are still ongoing at the scene, with various rescue vehicles dispatched by the fire department to assist. Firefighters Lee Yongzhen and Jo Lexin were killed in the fire, sparking social mourning. The cause of the fire and the cause of death are pending investigation. Title: 37-year-old Yang Mi stunts Khan with off-shoulder gown. Curves overly enhanced, officially retouched. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: Chinese actress Yang Mi, known for her delicate features and hot figure, has been hailed as the most stylish queen in the Chinese entertainment industry. Recently, she attended the Cannes premiere of Zhang Yuannong wearing a sky blue off-shoulder gown, showcasing her perfect curves. However, high-definition photos revealed exposed side breasts, and photos released by her studio showed obvious retouching, sparking discussions among netizens. Yang Mi was criticized for being overly beautified, with netizens sarcastically expressing their confusion. Title: Luxury home neighbor from hell, Guo Shiyao defaults on management fees, lobby piled with unclaimed parcels, Guo Shiyao's neighbor's behavior exposed. Published time: 2024/05/27. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: Actress Guo Shiyao is accused of being a super bad neighbor, with residents complaining that she has not paid management fees for 9 years, and the community lobby is filled with unclaimed parcels, with torn-up notices from the management committee. She also removed them without authorization. Guo Shiyao's recent fame contrasts greatly with her actions. Whether this incident will affect her acting career remains to be seen. Title: Is bid becoming China Incorporated? Various subsidies make it unstoppable. Publication date: May 27, 2024. Source: Liberty Times, electronic version. Key points: China's bid surpassed Tesla in the fourth quarter of 2023, becoming the world's largest electric vehicle manufacturer. Despite Tesla's higher annual sales, bid has successfully expanded to nearly 60 countries, especially performing well in the European market. Over the past 15 years, the Chinese government has provided subsidies totaling 67.84 billion RMB for electric vehicles, enabling bid to massively expand its market and continue price wars. Bid's low-price strategy, combined with government subsidies, boosted its annual sales from 1.86 million vehicles in 2022 to 3.02 million vehicles in 2023, making it the world's largest electric vehicle manufacturer. Title: Bloomberg: If China blocks Taiwan, its GDP will decrease by 8.9%. Publication date: May 27, 2024. Source: Liberty Times, electronic version. Key points: Bloomberg reported that China's recent military exercises around Taiwan simulate a blockade of Taiwan. If implemented, a disruption in global semiconductor supply would cause about $5 trillion, approximately $160 trillion, in economic losses. Sanctions against China could reduce global GDP by about $5 trillion or 5%, with the GDP of the United States and China shrinking by 3.3% and 8.9%, respectively. Bloomberg Economics estimates a 1/4 probability of a major crisis in the Taiwan Strait in the next 5 years. Taiwan's semiconductor market share of 46% would severely affect the automotive and consumer electronics industries, as well as economies in South Korea, Mexico, Southeast Asia, Japan, and the European Union. Title: During Sword Unite military exercise around Taiwan, China's joint Kairyui sinks in East China Sea, reason sparks speculation. Publication date: May 27, 2024. Source: Liberty Times, electronic version. Key points: China's 2-day Sword Unite military exercise around Taiwan concluded, with the sinking of the joint Kairyui tugboat in the East China Sea on the 24th, the reason for which remains undisclosed. Although the sinking occurred outside the exercise area, it has sparked speculation. The tugboat, with a total tonnage of 4,463, belonged to Fujian United Ocean Engineering Co., Limited, but lost ACE signal around 8:54 a.m. on the 24th. China has not disclosed the cause of the sinking, leading to various speculations among netizens, including its possible connection to the military exercise or being hit by a missile. Title: 41-year-old male star's fire dance practice mishap. Flames close to face, burns eyebrows, 13-second nail-biting footage revealed. Published time: May 26, 2024. Source: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: 41-year-old male star Ben, Wang Ruidai, originally planned to transition to behind-the-scenes work, but joined 100% Entertainment and embarked on a hosting and acting career. Returning to the screen in recent years, he attempted a new fire dance move, fire breathing, but accidentally singed his eyebrows and eyelashes. Fortunately, he managed to dodge in time and avoid serious injuries. The 13-second video footage has attracted attention from both inside and outside the industry, with celebrities and netizens expressing concern. Ben admitted he'll continue to strive after the failure but jokingly remarked, "Let's take it slow with the fire breathing." He also praised professional performers for their effort and perseverance. Title: Veteran male star passes away from stage 3 cancer complicated by pneumonia. Dies in Hong Kong hospital late at night, wife mourns, just sought divine help for extension of life. Published time: May 27, 2024. Source: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: veteran male star Yan Kuliang passed away in a Hong Kong hospital due to complications from cancer and pneumonia, at the age of 71. His wife confirmed the news and revealed they had sought divine intervention for prolonging his life. Yan had been battling cancer for years, experiencing multiple deteriorations and rescues. Earlier this year, he fell into a coma and hovered on the brink of death. With a serious condition, he rarely appeared in public recently, with his last appearance being on the program Live Spiritual Contact. His wife had sought various means to extend his life, and he managed to overcome the crisis, appearing in good spirits. However, he suddenly passed away, shocking the entertainment industry. Title: startled by discovering large lump on back while applying lotion. Actress urgently undergoes surgery to remove it, test results are out. Published time: May 27, 2024. Source: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: actress Chen Yuxin suddenly found a large lump on her back while applying lotion, and after removal, it was confirmed to be a benign lipoma, bringing relief. She felt anxious before the surgery but gathered courage to face it. With only local anesthesia during the procedure, she remained awake, experiencing the slow passage of time, recalling the pain of undergoing in vitro fertilization. She jokingly asked the doctor to help her lose weight during the surgery, but was refused. However, after the stitches were removed, she noticed her back had slimmed down. Title: Zhang Lidong exposed for inviting female star to room, directly strips pants, Hua Hua escapes, buttocks look ugly. Published time: May 27, 2024. Source: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: Hua Hua revealed on the show Classmates Reunion that Zhang Lidong once asked her for help in squeezing acne, but she refused because the acne looked too ugly. However, Wang Xiaoyi was unhappy with Hua Hua's behavior, claiming her recent change in temperament had cornered female guests, leading to awkward moments on the show. Title: Wang Xiaoyi officially announces marriage. I Love wife flaunts huge diamond ring to tie down Mandy. Published time: May 27, 2024. Source: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: Wang Xiaoyi announced his marriage to girlfriend Mandy Ma Xiaomei this morning, sharing a photo of their marriage certificate with Mandy wearing a huge diamond ring, attracting attention. They publicly confirmed their relationship in January and announced a successful engagement in March. Wang Xiaoyi, who divorced his ex-wife Barbie Hsu, Big S, drew much attention with this remarriage. Big S also sent her blessings through her agent, wishing them a happy and blissful marriage. Title: Many Taiwanese stars declare returning to the motherland. He asserts the worst outcome, living no better than ghosts. Published time: May 27, 2024. Source: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: in the 520 presidential inauguration speech, Lai Ching-te stated that the Republic of China and the People's Republic of China do not belong to each other, angering mainland China. They launched military exercises around Taiwan, with official media declaring the dead end of Taiwan independence, and the inevitable reunification of the motherland. Japanese media figure Yabuta Akio pointed out the difference between Taiwan's freedom of speech and China's, warning pro-China artists may lose support from Taiwanese fans, becoming tools of the Chinese United Front, ultimately losing their dignity and living no better than ghosts. Title: He Zhengxiang accused of sexual harassment. Female star exposes changed personality after drinking, pretends to be drunk and mumbles to pretty girls. Published time: May 27, 2024. Source: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: He Zhengxiang is accused of obstructing sexual autonomy for allegedly engaging in indecent physical contact with women at private parties and rubbing against them at KTV, causing a significant disparity with his public image. This controversy may damage his entertainment career. He experienced a resurgence in popularity with his role in Not Good Enough and received acclaim for his acting, but this controversy may impact his future prospects. Currently filming Stamps and Suful with CO star Ivy Chen, the production team is anxious due to this incident. Title: Shocking Revelation, Han Kuo-yu's serious injuries. Rare outrage, degenerated to this point. Release date: May 27, 2024. Source: TVBS News. Key points: during the handling of parliamentary reform-related bills, intense clashes erupted in the Legislative Yuan, resulting in injuries to Legislative Speaker Han Kuo-yu, who was confirmed to have applied a plaster to his waist. Former legislator Guo Zhengliang exposed the severity of Han Kuo-yu's injuries, condemning the decline of Taiwanese democracy. Guo pointed out that Han Kuo-yu became enraged during the shoving process and angrily denounced the degeneration of Taiwanese democracy. He criticized the DPP for prioritizing political strife, ignoring legislative discussions, and only attacking political opponents without addressing the controversial reform clauses, deeming their actions deliberate obstruction of legislation. Title: Startling Announcement, Chen Yi of 40 Roots goes into adult entertainment. Pre-announcement of milk pouring before battle. If milk doesn't gather, how can hearts gather? Release date, May 27, 2024. Source, TVBS News. Key points: adult platform Swag invited internet celebrity Chen Yi to join, where she self-deprecatingly mentioned financial struggles as the reason for her entry into the adult industry. She stated her intention to compete with Snow White for the 40 Roots market and become the new generation's erotic guru. Chen Yi first teased with milk pouring photos as a preview and proclaimed the slogan, "If milk doesn't gather, how can hearts gather?" She further released spicy photos yesterday, sparking retaliation from her rival Pineapple. The 40-year-old Chen Yi maintains a good physique and is known for her liberal exposure of her figure. She previously caused a sensation by appearing fully nude in FHM magazine. She is set to showcase Content Without Limits on Swag, announcing a collaboration with former military brother 177. Title: Parliamentary Authority Law to contend for third reading on the 28th. Blue Camp predicts Lie government's 3 scripts to kick off long-term battle. Release date, May 26, 2024. Source, TVBS News. Key points: disputes over the controversial Parliamentary Authority Law in the Legislative Yuan have led to multiple intense clashes between the ruling and opposition parties, with expectations of passing the third reading on Tuesday but facing multiple hurdles afterward. The Kuomintang predicts strategies from the government, such as proposing a review, not promulgating laws, and the DPP proposing a constitutional interpretation to counter. Several legislators were injured during the conflicts, prompting Legislative Speaker Han Kuo-yu to call for order. Next week's third reading passage is expected to trigger greater political offense and defense, possibly leading to constitutional conflicts. The government may propose a review, the president may not promulgate laws, and the DPP may propose a constitutional interpretation. The Blue Camp anticipates a prolonged battle with the Green Camp and may seek a constitutional interpretation from the Grand Justices, hoping for a fair judgment. Title: Yoshinoya hit by store closures. 5 branches shut down in a row, company responds. Release date, May 27, 2024. Source, TVBS News. Key points: well-known beef bowl chain Yoshinoya faces a wave of closures in Taiwan, with 5 branches shutting down consecutively, including the Taipei Zhenda University store and the National Taiwan University Gongguan store. The company stated that some branches did not renew leases due to expiration, while the Gongguan store closed due to renovation, and the Dapinglan store ceased operations due to incompatible commercial characteristics. However, Yoshinoya emphasized that there were no operational issues and denied a wave of closures, indicating new market strategies in the future. Title: DPP Committee Chief Selected. Pro-life faction dominates, holding half the sky, Tsai Ing-wen absent. Release date, May 26, 2024. Source, TVBS News. Key points: results of the Democratic Progressive Party's local committee chief elections show a decline in the pro-English faction from 7 to 4 seats, with victories for the new Tide faction in Tainan City and Yulan County, establishing dominance for the pro-Lai Ching-te camp. The outcome of these elections is analyzed in relation to nominations and strategizing for county and city chief executive and councillor elections, as well as the impact of President Lai Ching-te's dual role as party chairman. Former President Tsai Ing-wen did not participate in the party's leadership election after stepping down, citing post-presidential duties as her reason for abstaining. Title: Tainan sexual assault case spreads online. Apartment covered in blood footprints, police respond. Release date, May 27, 2024. Source, TVBS News. Key points: after an online video surfaced alleging a sexual assault case in Anfu Street, Tainan City, police investigations revealed it to be an accident. The injured man's wounds were caused by accidentally kicking over a fish tank, leading to bleeding, not intentional self-harm or sexual assault. Police urged against spreading false information, stating that the man had been hospitalized for treatment and was not seriously harmed. Title: Impeachment of Blue and White Commissioners imminent. Guo Zhengliang gives a 3-word conclusion: just making noise. Release date, May 26, 2024. Source, TVBS News. Key points: as the Legislative Yuan continues to review parliamentary reform-related bills, demonstrations opposing the amendments persist around the legislature since the clashes on May 17. Some demonstrators threaten to impeach legislators, but former legislator Guo Zhengliang asserts it is impossible and questions whether the opposition parties would initiate a presidential impeachment. He argues that mobilizing for impeachment is difficult, and impeaching Blue and White commissioners is unlikely to succeed, emphasizing that real political impact comes from votes within the system, casting doubt on the effectiveness of mobilization outside the system. Title: Attention in 5 counties, heavy rain approaching. Release date, May 27, 2024. Source, Eastern Broadcasting Company, EBC, News. Key points: the Central Weather Bureau issued a heavy rain advisory today, warning residents of Ji, Kaohsiung, Pingtung, Tainan, and other 5 counties to be vigilant of rainfall. With an active convective cloud system, short-term heavy rain is likely, particularly in the Ji to Pingtung area, where there's a risk of localized heavy rain. People should be cautious of thunder and strong winds, while those in mountainous areas should beware of landslides and falling rocks. Although the moderate typhoon Avini poses no direct threat to Taiwan, areas like the northern coast, eastern region, Orchid Island, Green Island, and Hengchun Peninsula should remain alert for long waves generated by the typhoon until Wednesday. Title: Multiple vehicle collision on northbound National Freeway No. 1. Sedan crushed into scrap metal, 2 in critical condition rushed to hospital. Release date: May 27, 2024. Source: Eastern Broadcasting Company, EBC, News. Key points: around 10 a.m. today, a traffic accident involving a sedan, a container truck, and a tanker occurred at kilometer 369 of the northbound National Freeway No. 1. 2 individuals were trapped inside the vehicle with no signs of breathing or heartbeat and were promptly transported to the hospital for emergency treatment. The vehicles occupied the inner, middle, and outer lanes, causing a traffic jam of about 3 kilometers behind the accident site. The South Division of the Directorate General of Highways and the National Freeway Bureau Police are on-site managing the vehicles. They urge drivers to avoid the congested section and take alternate routes and advise against slowing down to watch the scene. Title: A Wall second-class soldier at Succeed Ridge found, military, not yet classified as deserter. Release date: May 27, 2024. Source: Eastern Broadcasting Company, EBC, News. Key points: Zhao, a second-class conscripted soldier, failed to return to camp as scheduled, prompting concern from the military. Originally intending to return to base, he reportedly threatened his brother with a knife and fled while being driven to the Success Ridge Gate 3. Reports suggest Zhao may be emotionally distressed due to gambling debts. After notifying the police to search for him, the 10th Army Corps confirmed Zhao's return to his family home in Yunlin, where he was calmed down and subsequently brought back to the unit. The military emphasizes that Zhao's situation is not yet classified as desertion and will be dealt with according to the investigation results. Title: Reversal in He Zhengxiang's case? Guo Guangkai reveals insider information with casino dealer, deemed an incident apart. Release date: May 26, 2024. Source: United Daily News. Key points: He Zhengxiang faces allegations of sexual misconduct, with veteran paparazzo Guo Guangkai clarifying last year's speculation regarding him and a hotel woman. Guo clarifies that his interaction with the casino dealer occurred only at a bar, where he had a drink before passing out and leaving shortly after, without alarming actions. He emphasizes the incident as purely incidental and expresses concerns about the potential misuse of the Me Too movement. Additionally, he hints at exposing another celebrity if undisclosed in the future. Title: Hsinchu fallen hero firefighter Li Yongjin's brother, also a firefighter, influenced by elder brother to engage in firefighting. Release date: May 27, 2024. Source: United Daily News. Key points: A fire broke out in a high-tech building in Hsinchu City this morning, resulting in the deaths of 2 firefighters, including Li Yongjin. His brother, who serves as a firefighter in Kaohsiung, was also involved in firefighting. The tragedy has deeply saddened the firefighting community. The other deceased, 34-year-old Zhou Leixin, was the sole breadwinner of his family, leaving his parents to face overwhelming grief. The incident has left firefighters across the region in sorrow, particularly Li Yongjin's brother, who joined the rescue efforts together, now separated forever, a situation lamentable to all. Title: Female version of Huang and mocks Tian Fuchen as two-faced, jokes, mainland's attack on Taiwan would take only 30 minutes. Release date: May 27, 2024. Source: United Daily News. Key points: With President Lai Ching-te taking office, mainland media releases anti-Taiwan independence statements, sparking controversies in the entertainment industry. Mainland netizens compile a list of Taiwan artists who have not taken a stance. Lu Lian accuses Tian Fuchen of being two-faced, claiming to have considered mainland China as a second home. She publicly displays her mainland residence permit and laments mainland netizens, emphasizing that if war were to occur, it would likely end in just 30 minutes with minimal casualties. Liu's remarks gain support from mainland netizens, with some inquiring about her views on an attack on Taiwan, to which she expresses approval, believing the war would swiftly conclude. Title: Korean staff trapped in Hsinchu building fire. Thick smoke inundates elevator. She reveals survival experience, feels like a movie. Release date: May 27, 2024. Source: United Daily News. Key points: In last night's residential building fire in Hsinchu's East District, resulting in the deaths of 2 firefighters, a female netizen revealed that her husband's Korean colleague was trapped in an elevator. The colleague successfully called for help from outside, becoming the first injured person rescued. After the netizen reported the incident, firefighters and paramedics promptly arrived at the scene. Firefighters rescued the first injured person and sent them to the hospital at 12:30 a.m., who was the netizen's husband's colleague, but was unconscious due to carbon monoxide inhalation. She mentioned that her husband is the company's president and could assist in translating communication, allowing the police and firefighters to quickly let them pass. The scene was filled with fire trucks and ambulances, making her feel like she was in a movie. Title: Zero interaction between couple on MRT sparks discussion, Ko Wen-jae and Chen Pike speak out. Release date: May 26, 2024. Source: United Daily News. Key points: People's Party Chairman Ko Wen-jae and his wife, Chen Pike, sitting separately and showing no interaction while riding the Taipei MRT, sparked discussions among netizens. Ko expressed bewilderment, while Chen responded by stating that Ko's high profile often leads them to separate and crowded places, adding that they would hold hands again in secluded areas. Ko expressed frustration during an event in Nantou today. Chen mentioned on Facebook that they feel more relaxed when out for a stroll, but Ko's high profile often results in them being apart, suggesting that holding hands in secluded areas would suffice. News title: Nvidia's Jensen Huang arrives, robot stocks keep soaring, several stocks hit daily limit up. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Economic Daily News. Key points: Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang arrived early, sparking a surge in robot concept stocks ahead of his participation in the computer exhibition and his planned visits to the supply chain. On the 27th, multiple stocks surged. Huang's announcement of the humanoid robot project stimulated the performance of robot stocks, with Honhai and others hitting new highs. The Taipei Computer Exhibition is about to be held, and Huang is expected to host a banquet for partners, with Honhai, Quanta, TSMC and others expected to be invited. Robot stocks demonstrated strong performance, with many stocks reaching historical highs, indicating market optimism towards AI humanoid robots. News title: Northward Exodus continues. Dawin area sells 7 houses daily, 5 districts in New Taipei enter top 10. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Economic Daily News. Key points: in Q1 2024, Dawin's Songli and Dawin districts had the highest transaction volume, indicating Dawin's popularity in the housing market. 5 districts in New Taipei entered the top 10, with the trading in Tom Sui district being particularly active. Taichung's Zaitun and Baitun districts are popular due to their convenient living functions and transportation. New Taipei's first ring districts of Bangqiao, Zhanghe, Xinzhuang and Xindian have strong purchasing power, complete living functions, and relatively affordable housing prices, attracting first-time buyers. Overall, the housing market in the northern Dawin living circle and New Taipei's first ring districts performed more actively, reflecting continued strong market demand. News title: National ETF shines, 00878 beneficiaries exceed 1.28 million, filling dividends in 7 trading days. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Economic Daily News. Key points: the National ETF Cathay Sustainable High Dividend, 00878, completed the intraday dividend filling in just 7 trading days this quarter, with a dividend amount of up to 0.51 yuan, setting a new high since the ETF was established, and the number of beneficiaries continued to climb, exceeding 1.28 million, becoming the stock with the most holders in the Taiwan stock market. With the recent strong performance of Taiwan's stock market, 00878 continues to benefit, with a dividend return rate of over 7% in the past month, demonstrating strong momentum and the strength of high dividend ETFs. Title: Win 10 million by buying toast. Full family receipt lottery draw results available. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Set News. Highlights: the Ministry of Finance announced the winning numbers for unified invoices in March and April of the 113th year of the Republic of China. A special prize of 10 million NT dollars was won by a consumer who spent 76 NT dollars on Family Mart's artisan toast and FMC drinks at the Songshan Railway Station branch. Additionally, a special prize of 2 million NT dollars was won by consumers at the Fengshan Zhenbei and Hsinchu Holland Village branches for purchasing breakfast items costing less than 100 NT dollars. There were also 6 lucky winners of the first prize of 200,000 NT dollars, including consumers at Family Mart stores in Taitung, Kaohsiung, Huai, Xindian, Hsinchu, and Bangqiao. Furthermore, the Ministry of Finance also awarded a special $1 million prize for cloud invoices, with a consumer at the Taichung Railway Station branch winning 1 million NT dollars by spending 59 NT dollars on drinks. Title: To abolish or not. Constitutional Court to rule on death penalty in July, 84.6% of public opposes, one group most accepting. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Set News. Highlights: according to a survey by the Taiwan Public Opinion Foundation, 84.6% of Taiwanese people oppose the abolition of the death penalty, with 81.5% of Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, supporters and 88.9% of Kuomintang, KMT, supporters opposing it. Regarding whether the 15 justices of the Constitutional Court should rule the death penalty unconstitutional, 69.5% of the public opposes it, with 62.3% of DPP supporters and 85.1% of KMT supporters opposing it. The survey also shows that young people are more likely to accept the idea of abolishing the death penalty, while those with a college education or above are more likely to accept the view that the death penalty is unconstitutional. Title: Not sugar, not alcohol. Study reveals one substance highly toxic, greatly increases risk of pancreatic cancer. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: SET News. Highlights: pancreatic cancer is becoming increasingly serious, especially among women, ranking as the 5th leading cause of cancer death. The latest research shows that smokers have a 1.5 times higher risk of developing cancer, those who were exposed to secondhand smoke during childhood have a 1.47 times higher risk, smokers exposed to secondhand smoke have a 1.68 times higher risk, and those who experienced this during childhood have a staggering 2.8 times higher risk of developing cancer. Smoking is the main cause of pancreatic cancer due to toxins in tobacco inducing chronic pancreatic inflammation, especially when exposed to secondhand smoke during childhood, increasing toxin accumulation. This study highlights the need for women who are regularly exposed to secondhand smoke to pay special attention to pancreatic health. Title: 37-year-old male actor fatally shot witnessing car theft. Brutal murder by 3 robbers exposed. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: SET News. Highlights: American actor Johnny Wachter was fatally shot at the age of 37 after witnessing a car theft. Known for his role in General Hospital, he encountered 3 robbers stealing a car outside a bar and was shot dead when he approached to inquire. His family described him as compassionate, as he did not resist the theft, leaving them deeply saddened. The robbers attempted to steal the catalytic converter from his car and are currently at large. Title: Dizziness and vomiting. Female tourist dies after riding the rage at Liafoot Village, mother's 10 million compensation claim rejected. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: SET News. Highlights: A 27-year-old female engineer from Hsinchu County felt unwell after riding the rage at Liafoot Village and later died in the hospital. Her mother filed a compensation claim of 10 million NT dollars, which was rejected by the Hsinchu District Court citing clear signage at the facility and the unclear relationship between the cause of death and G-force. Liafoot Village stated that the facility has high safety standards, and death cases are extremely rare, with a statistical probability of 3.48 in a million. The case is subject to appeal. Title: 44-year-old Zhao Xiaoqiao develops tumor in chest. Advised for removal by doctor, she admits feeling complex. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: SET News. Highlights: 44-year-old actress Zhao Xiaoqiao discovered a tumor in her right chest during a health checkup, prompting the doctor to recommend surgical removal. Concerned about the nature of the tumor affecting her time with her daughter, she underwent surgery and confirmed it to be benign. Having experienced chest abnormalities in the past, she urges women to undergo regular check-ups for early detection and treatment. Headline: Changhua Post downsizing. Union alleges, frontline staff suffering, managerial positions increased. Published, May 27, 2024. Source: Commonwealth Magazine. Key points: Changhua Post incurred losses for the first time in 2022, with earnings per share at 2.4 NT dollars, compared to minus 0.20 NT dollars the previous year. The Pingtung Post Office Union accuses Changhua Post of planning to cut 274 field and counter staff while increasing managerial positions at the Pingtung Post Office. The Postal Service explains the adjustment as necessary for business needs and based on performance evaluations. However, the union deems it an unjust policy, increasing officer positions while cutting grassroots, leading to increased pressure on grassroots staff. The Pingtung Post Office has been upgraded to a first-grade B-level post office to motivate employees and enhance service quality. Headline: Taxpayers beware. Tax filing deadline approaching in 5 days, National Taxation Bureau overtime from noon on the 27th. Published, May 27, 2024. Source: Commonwealth Magazine. Key points: individual income tax filing is nearing completion, with over 5.53 million households having filed, accounting for approximately 83% of last year's total filings. The National Taxation Bureau reminds those yet to file to utilize mobile tax filing and extends the deadline to 7 p.m. Among them, approximately 4.69 million households filed online, with over 1.82 million households using mobile tax filing. The Ministry of Finance warns against scams and advises the public not to click on suspicious message links. In case of doubt, individuals can call the 165 hotline for verification. Headline: Maintaining objectivity in office politics is a must for middle managers in the workplace. Published, May 4, 2024. Source: Commonwealth Magazine. Key points: office politics refer to personal struggles for interests within organizations, negatively impacting company performance and future. A conflict between a deputy manager and a manager reflects the deputy's self-interest, seeking to eliminate the vice president to advance. The risks of unverified proposals are ignored. For managers, it's crucial to adhere to the organization's stance, assess proposals objectively, and openly discuss concerns. Choosing solutions aligned with the company's overall goals rather than personal gain is paramount. Headline: Former firefighter, "We're not superheroes, just shouldering the mission and duty to save lives." Published, September 16, 2020. Source: Commonwealth Magazine. Key points: firefighters' daily lives are filled with countless sacrifices and tragedies, yet they steadfastly uphold the mission of saving lives. Despite facing unpredictable dangers, they bravely forge ahead, prioritizing rescue missions. Despite not receiving due attention and support, firefighters silently fulfill their duties. However, improving firefighters' treatment and equipment, along with raising public awareness of safety, can prevent further tragedies, ensuring more lives are safely preserved. Title: Ma Yuchen burst into tears revealing past domestic violence and divorce. Demands apology from Lin Shufen or threatens legal action. Publication date: May 27, 2024. Source: China Times. Key points: amidst a controversy sparked by Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, legislator Lin Shufen throwing a punch at People First Party, PFP, legislator Ma Yuchen in the Legislative Yuan, Ma Yuchen revealed that the incident triggered her past experience of domestic violence, leading to ongoing anxiety and sleep disturbances. She demanded an apology from Lin Shufen, emphasizing that the statement "whoever strikes first is at fault" is insufficient to justify violent behavior. She also urged President Lai Ching-te to restrict similar incidents to prevent further harm. Title: Exposed, most likely to be recalled Green legislators list. Internet reveals she's extremely vulnerable. Publication date: May 27, 2024. Source: China Times. Key points: amidst the Legislative Yuan's deliberation on parliamentary reform legislation, a list of potentially recalled regional legislators circulated online. Former legislator Guo Zhengliang believed that a recall was unlikely to succeed, accusing the move of being politically motivated. On the other hand, there was also a list circulating online of Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, legislators potentially facing recall, with DPP Caucus Secretary General Wu Siyao being seen as the most vulnerable. Political enthusiasts urged the compilation of a list of recalled DPP legislators to challenge the political dominance of the Green camp. Title: Prefer to pay $3 million and leave? Guo Zhengliang exposes aviator insider information, "I have information." Publication date: May 27, 2024. Source: China Times. Key points: following the inauguration of the new president, the People's Liberation Army launched military exercises around Taiwan, attracting attention. An anonymous aviator's post indicated a large number of aviators resigning, sparking discussion. Former legislator Guo Zhengliang revealed that China Airlines recently recruited pilots, with many current aviators considering resignation. Guo criticized Minister of Defense Gu Lixiong for his lack of understanding of military affairs and responded weakly to China's military exercises. However, national security personnel clarified that the related posts were fabricated, suggesting possible coordinated efforts behind the accounts. Title: Renowned chef Master Bao succumbs to ventricular fibrillation. Doctor: 4 types of people are high-risk groups. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: China Times. Key points: renowned state banquet chef Master Bao passed away suddenly due to ventricular fibrillation at the age of 66. A cardiologist pointed out that ventricular fibrillation is common in patients recovering from heart failure or myocardial infarction, which may lead to loss of consciousness or sudden death. His wife, Wang Ruiyao, expressed grief on Facebook, mentioning that her husband had undergone a temporary pacemaker implantation during hospitalization, but eventually lost consciousness and passed away in a general ward. Acute episodes of ventricular fibrillation require immediate defibrillation and CPR treatment, with heart failure and myocardial infarction patients being high-risk groups. Title: Typhoon Avini grows into a mid-level typhoon. Latest path revealed. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: China Times. Key points: this year's first typhoon, Avini, has intensified into a mid-level typhoon and is expected to move towards Japan, with Taiwan not directly affected. However, areas including the northern coast of Keelung, the eastern region, Orchid Island, Green Island, and the Hengchun Peninsula should be aware of high waves before Wednesday. The typhoon is currently located approximately 760 km southeast of Cape Luanbi, moving at a speed of 14 km per hour, with maximum sustained winds of 33 meters per second. The typhoon is forecasted to pass northward from the eastern seas of the Ryukyu Islands, with minimal impact on Taiwan's weather due to the influence of a frontal system this week. Title: In case of conflict in the Taiwan Strait, how long can Taiwan hold out? Zhang Yanting reveals latest prediction. Published date: May 26, 2024. Source: China Times. Key points: Following President Lai Ching-te's inauguration, China launched the Joint Sword 2024A exercise. Former Deputy Commander of the Air Force Zhang Yanting estimated that Taiwan could only hold out for about 4 days in the event of a conflict in the Taiwan Strait, with China potentially quickly engaging in combat. He emphasized China's strategic toughness and expressed concerns that Taiwan's provocation could lead to war. Secretary-General Deng Daxian of the Cross-Strait Economic, Trade, and Cultural Exchange Association urged to avoid war, hoping that the Democratic Progressive Party could change its policy toward China to achieve peaceful development. Title: 2 brave firefighters in Hsinchu sacrifice their lives, Fire Chief Xiao Huanchong pays respects at funeral home, mission accomplished. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: FTV News. Key points: A fire broke out at the luxury residential complex Fengji Sunny Sky Exchange on Saiyun Road in Hsinchu City's East District last night, resulting in the suspected deaths of 2 courageous firefighters, Li Yongzhen and Zhou Lihsin, due to oxygen depletion. After inspecting the fire scene today, Fire Chief Xiao Huanchong paid respects at the funeral home, declaring the end of the mission. The 2 firefighters re-entered the site after evacuating residents but likely lost contact due to tar obstructing their vision. Both the central and local governments expressed condolences to the families of the deceased, pledging full assistance. Xiao vowed to support the families and declared the mission concluded. Title: Hsinchu Inferno, Crane King swiftly deploys $50 million crane to rescue victims from 23rd floor, declares, no charge. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: FTV News. Key points: A fire broke out in a high-rise building on Saiyun Road in the East District of Hsinchu late on the 26th, resulting in the deaths of 2 firefighters and approximately 100 residents trapped. The fire department sought assistance from Crane King of Hsinchu North, Hu Hanyan, who promptly dispatched a $50 million crane capable of reaching the 23rd floor. Hu received the request early this morning and initiated rescue efforts immediately, declaring the rescue operation to be pro bono. As of 10:05 a.m., 230 individuals have been rescued, with 62 still awaiting rescue. He also announced plans to introduce Taiwan's tallest firefighting aerial ladder truck in November, stationed long-term in Hsinchu, to continue supporting disaster relief efforts. Title: Lai Ching-te understands Mayday's "We are Chinese" statement, Chen Fengyu, quite affirmative. Published date: May 26, 2024. Source: FTV News. Key points: President Lai Ching-te called on the public to understand the forced support of One China by artists. Assistant Professor Chen Fengyu described last speech as warmly packaged, understanding that artists' expressions are personal choices, and democratic societies should accommodate diverse voices. He noted that Chinese pressure forces artists to express their stance and advocated for corresponding measures. Chen criticized Ma Yingzhu and Xiao Hsutseng as local collaborators of China, lacking the qualifications to criticize others. He urged Taiwan to maintain a firm stance, strengthen self-defense, and enhance relations with international allies. Title: Branch Restructuring. Huanan Bank rises to second place as Mega Bank plans closure of 3 branches, First Bank evaluates merger of South Science Park branch. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Ida News Cloud. Key points: Mega Bank announces closure of East Taitung, East Puli and Taishan branches, merging operations into Taitung, Puli and Danfan branches. First Bank considers merging South Science Park branch or integrating it into Shanhua branch, but no official announcement yet. Despite Mega Bank's closures, it maintains 293 branches, while First Bank has 186, dropping to 185 after South Science Park closure, allowing Huanan Bank to become the runner-up. Title: Only 9 years old. Questions arise over Clear Sky Exchange fire incident, how could a new building have caught fire? Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Ida News Cloud. Key points: A fire broke out last night in the 28-story Clear Sky Exchange building in Hsinchu City's East District, suspected to have originated from electrical cables in the basement utility room, resulting in the tragic loss of 2 firefighters' lives. Netizens question how a new building's utility room could catch fire, suspecting inadequate fire prevention measures. Comments on PTT suggest the failure of fire compartmentation in utility rooms leading to fire spread, emphasizing the need for investigations into fire prevention measures and the cause of the fire. Title: 2 brave firefighters honored with makeshift memorial. Wife of Li Yongchen needs assistance as she collapses in grief, girlfriend of Zhou Lihsin mourns in sorrow. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Ida News Cloud. Key points: A fire erupted on the evening of the 26th at the Clear Sky Exchange building in Hsinchu City, with initial suspicions pointing to a fire in the basement utility room, resulting in heavy smoke. Firefighters Lee Young-chen and Jo Lee Hsin entered the fire scene twice to rescue people but tragically perished due to oxygen depletion. The city government assists in setting up a memorial, where Lee's wife collapses in grief and is helped inside for tribute, while Chu's girlfriend and parents mourn alongside. Lee Young-chen, 39, married with 19 years of service, has only his father alive, while Jo Lee Hsin, a graduate of the 27th class of the police college, unmarried, is the sole breadwinner for his retired parents. Title: Transition to the Lee Ching-te era. Green Party branch chairperson election, pro-life action gains 11 seats. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: CTV News. Key points: the results of the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, local branch chairperson elections show a decrease in the seats held by the Tsai faction and an increase in the pro-Lee camp, indicating the arrival of the Lee Ching-te era. The upcoming party Congress election will determine the core of the party's power. Observing whether the pro-Lee camp can further expand its influence will be crucial. Lee Ching-te's participation in the elections not only holds key significance but also sets the tone for the party's future. With a decrease in the Tsai faction seats and an increase in the pro-Lee faction, it demonstrates Lee Ching-te's rising influence within the party. The DPP faces pressure to unite, but Lee Ching-te is expected to reorganize the core of power in the upcoming party position elections. Title: Fire ignites in grill food stall, business owner uses tissue to extinguish, risking escalation. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: CTV News. Key points: at a night market in West District, Chi City, a fire broke out suddenly at a grill food stall. In a panicked state, the business owner attempted to extinguish the fire with tissue paper, which only fueled the flames. It was only brought under control when a bystander used a beverage to douse the fire. The fire department reminds people that in the event of a fire, they should first turn off the ignition switch or cover the fire with a damp cloth. Additionally, the Dun Brigade pointed out that PVC hoses can harden over time due to prolonged exposure to high temperatures, leading to gas leaks and fires. Consumers should remain calm and take immediate action to prevent the situation from worsening. Title: Fatal car accident in Xinzhuang, drunken argument leads to tragic outcome as intoxicated uncle lies on road and gets run over. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: CTV News. Key points: a tragic car accident occurred in Xinzhuang District, New Taipei City, where an uncle and his nephew, after singing karaoke and drinking, engaged in a physical altercation. The intoxicated uncle collapsed on the road and was fatally run over by a passing vehicle. In addition to the driver being charged with manslaughter due to negligence, the nephew was also charged with causing death by injury. Witnesses stated that such disputes are not uncommon in the area, often resulting from impulsivity after drinking. The tragic outcome was caused by the vehicle not noticing the uncle lying on the ground, leading to the accident. Title: Concerned about failing physical test and halved salary, soldier Zhao abandons friend and flees home, gets apprehended. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: CTV News. Key points: in a case of a soldier going absent without leave, AWOL, at Success Ridge Military Base in Taichung, Zhao, fearing failing a physical test and the consequent halving of his salary, drove away while his friend was smoking outside a convenience store. Police mobilized to his home and found him. Initial investigations ruled out rumors of coercion or armed threats, stating that Zhao left because of financial stress. This incident does not classify as desertion, and Zhao will face disciplinary actions for going AWOL. Following a previous case of a one-year conscript going AWOL in the 8th Army in southern Taiwan, Success Ridge experienced another case of military personnel being absent without leave. Zhao has since returned to the military base and will face punishment. Title: Waterfall in parking lot. Truck collides with fire hose, stuck on ceiling. Published date, May 27, 2024. Source: CTV News. Key points: last night, in the parking lot of the Yimei parking lot in Wanhua District, Taipei City, a truck accidentally collided with a fire hose, causing water to flow like a waterfall and affecting many people leaving. The driver failed to notice the height limit, causing damage to the water pipe. The parking management immediately closed the source and began repairs. The incident resulted in damage to vehicles and motorcycles, and the driver is responsible for compensation. Although the entrance and exit clearly marked the height limit as 1.9 meters, the second floor ramp's height decreased significantly, complicating the aftermath of the truck colliding with the pipe. Title: Despite injury, Han Kuo-yu attends event, reason exposed, touches 11,000 netizens. Source: CTI News. Published, May 27, 2024. Key points: Kaohsiung Mayor Han Kuo-yu was injured during the Legislative Yuan conflict, as revealed by Ko Chien and Hung Mengkai. Although Han did not blame anyone, he expressed gratitude on Facebook for the concern and shared joy in CO sponsoring the Friendly Hoops event, emphasizing the realization of sports equality. After a weekend outing, he thanked everyone for their concern and shared joy in CO sponsoring the event, receiving over 10,000 likes. Many netizens left supportive messages for Han Kuo-yu, wishing him a speedy recovery. Title: Far Eastern Survey's 30th Anniversary Poll released. Liu Xiaoyan reclaims 5-star mayor title, satisfaction tops among 6 major cities. Source: CTI News. Published, May 27, 2024. Key points: Far Eastern Survey released its 2024 County and City Mayor Satisfaction Survey. Taichung Mayor Liu Xiaoyan reclaimed the title of 5-star mayor, with a satisfaction rate of 72.9% and a governance score of 74.5, topping among the 6 major cities. The city government excelled in education, tourism, and economic employment, with Taichung's satisfaction rate exceeding 70%, setting several historical highs in the 8 major dimensions. The city government emphasized public construction and welfare policies to enhance the image of a happy and livable city, reflecting the support and recognition of the citizens towards Taichung. Liu Xiaoyan thanked the citizens and the council for their support, expressing a commitment to continue working hand in hand with the citizens to achieve sustainable development in Taichung. News headline: All Stars Kelly gives birth. Li Quanzhe accompanied the childbirth and cut the umbilical cord himself and revealed all his confused thoughts when he learned that he was a father. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Ida Day Starlight Cloud. News highlights: Musician Li Quanzhe and All-Star Games host Kelly Liang's baby was born early. Li accompanied Liang into the delivery room and was worried about the birth situation of the baby. Liang was still dazed due to the anesthesia, but still shed tears of emotion. Li cut the umbilical cord with his own hands and recalled the J-Jo songs that were played at that time. The two are considered a young couple who got married early and had children early. They need time to adapt after the pregnancy is confirmed. They shared their thoughts on each other's changing roles in mom's classroom, highlighting their rapport. News headline: Su Yejin asked Xiao S, "Are you messing around with foreigners?" Roar: Get out of the house. Only when you get up do you know the embarrassing truth. Release time: May 27, 2024. Data reference: Ida Day Starlight Cloud. News highlight: When Xiao S was learning English, her husband Su Yejin, who came home drunk, misunderstood that she was having an affair and asked her to get out of the house, which made her extremely embarrassed. Little S explained that she only had video conversations with foreigners through English teaching software, but when Su Yejin got up the next day, she had no memory of what happened last night and insisted that there was no such thing. Title: High-rise fire escape, run or close the door first. The decision lies in a blink. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Far Eastern Magazine. Key points: A fire at Hsinchu's Qingkong Plaza led to the death of 2 firefighters, sparking concerns about evacuating high-rise buildings during fires. Desperate calls for help were made by those trapped in the fire, with some even attempting to lower children from windows for rescue. Similar incidents in London showcased the lethal nature of dense smoke in fires. Therefore, adhering to fire prevention strategies and fire safety protocols is crucial. Emphasis should be placed on building safety equipment and evacuation routes to reduce the risk of fires. Title: Fried rice vs. hamburger, which is junk food? A chart to challenge your perceptions. Published date: September 12, 2019. Source: Far Eastern Magazine. Key points: Both fast food and Chinese-style takeout can be considered junk food, depending on the choices made. Morgan's experiment demonstrated that unhealthy diets lead to physiological and psychological issues, while John's example highlighted the importance of moderate and sensible choices. Hamburgers are not inherently unhealthy, but the choice of cooking methods and side dishes matters. Balanced nutrition and moderate consumption are key to preventing obesity and diseases. Title: Scientifically Proven Perfect Love. 5 Secrets of Successful Marriage. Published date: August 10, 2019. Source: Far Eastern Magazine. Key points: There are 5 key factors in a successful marriage. 1. Lowering material desires leads to higher marital satisfaction. 2. Communication and active listening are crucial for maintaining positivity. 3. Mutual support and respect for each other's beliefs and interests help build a strong relationship. 4. Sharing common interests and activities enhances interaction and depth. 5. A stable sex life is essential for maintaining intimacy. Title: Elderly spots, a warning sign of gastrointestinal cancer? Doctor explains 5 skin issues that may indicate underlying diseases. Published date: May 7, 2024. Source: Far Eastern Magazine. Key points: Skin lesions may be precursors to internal health problems. For example, seborrheic dermatitis may indicate Parkinson's disease, explosive seborrheic keratosis may be related to gastrointestinal cancer, Acanthosis nigricans may be linked to gastrointestinal cancer and insulin resistance, multiple skin tags may suggest insulin resistance, and dermatitis herpetiformis may be associated with celiac disease. Early detection of symptoms can help improve lifestyle habits or receive early treatment. Title: Child left alone in car risks heat stroke. Japanese police promote buttocks pressing the horn for self-rescue, sparking discussion online. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: as summer approaches, the risk of children suffering from heat stroke while left alone in cars increases. Japanese police remind parents that if a child is trapped inside a car, they can use the buttocks pressing the horn method to seek help. They advise parents to practice with their children how to use body strength to press the horn or sit on the steering wheel to seek assistance. This initiative has garnered attention online, as temperatures inside cars can reach up to 70 degrees, leading to unimaginable consequences for children. Besides high temperatures, heavy rainfall also poses dangers, prompting Japan to conduct parent-child disaster preparedness drills, teaching methods for escaping and self-rescue in flooding situations, emphasizing that children pressing the horn with force while sitting on the steering wheel is a crucial self-rescue technique. Title: Complaints arise as employee is asked by boss's mother to help wrap zongzi, netizens shake heads at details revealed. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: a netizen voiced dissatisfaction on social media after being asked by the boss's mother to help wrap zongzi, sticky rice dumplings, during work. The netizen, a part-time worker earning 200 NTD per hour, questioned why they had to assist the boss's mother in wrapping zongzi. The post sparked discussions among netizens, with some attributing it to a common issue in family businesses, while others advised the original poster to find tasks to do during work hours to avoid appearing idle to the boss. Suggestions were made for the original poster to feign ignorance and wrap zongzi in odd shapes, or simply refuse directly under the pretense of being busy. Title: Celebrity stance trend emerges. This male star remains unspoken yet unscathed, netizens praise, extremely low-key. Published date: May 27, 2024. Source: Yahoo News. Key points: following President Lai Ching-te's inauguration ceremony, China issued strong statements regarding cross-strait relations, asserting Taiwan's permanent unification with China. Under pressure from Chinese netizens, dozens of Taiwanese celebrities publicly declared their opposition to Taiwan independence, yet singer Richie Zhen appeared unaffected. Netizens noted Zhen's thriving entertainment career in mainland China despite his low profile in Taiwan, sparking discussions. While concerns were raised about potential backlash if he were to speak out, others praised him for his modesty and integrity. Some fans explained that Zhen resides in Taiwan most of the time, only visiting the mainland for work. Additionally, it was pointed out that Zhen holds permanent residency in Hong Kong, rendering him exempt from the need to declare allegiance. Title: Effective measures against poverty. Increase savings rate to accumulate wealth with snowball effect. Date published: April 30, 2024. Source: Commonwealth Magazine. Key points: in response to economic changes, relying solely on government pensions for retirement life is not advisable. Personal finance and savings will become one of the main pillars of retirement finances. Retirement finance writer Xian Ren points out that investors often get caught up in the frenzy of emerging investment themes. She cites the one-piece craze and the fluctuations in TSMC stock prices as examples, emphasizing the importance for investors to stay calm and avoid blindly chasing highs or panicking amidst market volatility. For those nearing retirement age, a single loss could lead to panic, hence the need for careful assessment of investment risks and the formulation of a prudent investment strategy. Title: Concerned about aging and ailments. Prepare 3 accounts to safeguard against inflation eating up insurance coverage. Date published: April 30, 2024. Source: Commonwealth Magazine. Key points: for the 3 defense generation, the happiest aspect of life in the second half is good health, not burdening loved ones, and early planning and comprehensive protection are paramount. Concerns about living too long leading to long-term care issues highlight the importance of learning how to select insurance policies. With Taiwan entering an ultra-aging society, longevity is no longer just a blessing but also a life risk. Insurance companies are introducing more products tailored for the elderly, such as insurance exclusively for the elderly, with the age of coverage and protection significantly increased to 80 years old, 85 years old, and even 90 years old, to cope with the aging population trend. Title: Preventing scams from targeting you. Utilize trust systems to safeguard your later years. Date published: April 30, 2024. Source: Commonwealth Magazine. Key points: various scam techniques continue to emerge, and even the 3 defense generation may fall victim due to human vulnerability. It is advisable to learn to use systems and financial tools to protect your later life assets. Online romance scams are particularly rampant, with many people being deceived by individuals impersonating overseas military officers, resulting in significant financial losses. Former prosecutor Li Shengyu pointed out that such scams are concentrated in the female demographic aged 50 to 60, with alarming scenarios. Title: 2 firefighters perish in line of duty. Application for promotion and commendation to be posthumously honored in Martyrs' Shrine. Published, May 27, 2024. Source: Apple Daily News website. Key points: A fire broke out in the Clear Sky Exchange community building on Saiyun Road, Hsinchu City, last night, resulting in the deaths of 2 firefighters. Mayor Gao Hong'an and the fire department chief immediately visited to console the families and assess evacuation efforts. The city government will posthumously promote the fallen comrades to squad leaders, apply for commendation, and assist in their enshrinement in the Martyrs' Shrine. Social services are relocating affected residents to hotels, and hospitals are providing treatment. The mayor pledges full support to the families and affected residents, promising intensified fire safety reviews to prevent similar tragedies. Title: 3 firefighters perish in 5 months. Related to these 2 items, possible human error suspected. Published, May 27, 2024. Source: Apple Daily News website. Key points: A fire erupted in the first row of Hsinchu Science Park Clear Sky Exchange building, causing the deaths of firefighters Li Yongzhen and Zhou Leixin due to oxygen cylinder depletion. The fire department will investigate to clarify the fire's cause. External scrutiny questions if firefighters had adequate safety equipment and if command coordination was appropriate. A similar incident at the end of last year has also raised concerns. Initial investigations by prosecutors indicate cause of death is carbon monoxide poisoning from smoke inhalation. The fire scene is still being evacuated and rescued, with forensic teams from the police and fire departments actively collecting evidence to determine any criminal liability. Title: Costco begins cracking down on non-members. Netizens applaud, suggest adding another mechanism. Published, May 27, 2024. Source: Apple Daily News website. Key points: Costco has started checking the identity of credit card users at gas stations to prevent multiple individuals from sharing the same card for refueling. This move has garnered praise from netizens, but some suggest linking credit cards to vehicle registration for further verification. Netizens believe that sharing one card among multiple individuals infringes on membership rights and advocate for stricter controls. Some criticize certain consumers for seeking small gains, using cards not belonging to them to enter Costco for shopping, yet unwilling to pay membership fees. Title: Lin Tingqian exposed for one-night stand, pressuring female fan for abortion. Father Lin Chengming speaks out, face it bravely. Published, May 27, 2024. Source: Apple Daily News website. Key points: Basketball national player Lin Tingqian is accused of having an affair with a mainland female fan. Exposed conversations show him pressuring her for an abortion, with the fan threatening to expose him if he doesn't break up with his Taiwanese girlfriend. Online revelations suggest Lin had a one-night stand with the female fan, while his girlfriend is a basketball cheerleader named Liz Hillen. Lin's management company has not responded, while his father Lin Chengming states they learned about the matter online. Lin Chengming refrains from meddling in his son's personal affairs but hopes he will bravely face and handle the situation. Title: Ho Pei-chen's return to the embrace of the motherland statement sparks backlash. Desires understanding, expresses warmth, thank you all. Published time, May 27, 2024. Reference: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: Ho Pei-chen reposted a CCTV post on Weibo on the 22nd, expressing support for the mainland's stance on reunification, triggering criticism from Taiwanese netizens. On the 27th, she thanked netizens on Weibo and mentioned the first book her father gave her, Small Stories, Great Revelations, saying the insights in the book were understood only as she grew up. She mentioned that the book she gave her son was also a gift from her father, emphasizing that the inner child also needs love and companionship. Referring to the characters' insights in the book, she pointed out that life experiences help people grow and learn to cherish and face challenges bravely. Title: Pregnant Lin Chiyu throws tantrum and leaves home. Actor husband continues revelry with friends the day before miscarriage surgery. Published time, May 26, 2024. Reference: TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points: Actress Lin Chiyu, married to Wu Zipie, has 3 children and has experienced miscarriages twice. On one occasion, the day before her surgery, Wu Zipie went out to continue revelry with friends, angering her and prompting her to leave home. The couple discussed the matter on the show 11 O'Clock Hot Argument Shop, with Wu Zipie revealing that Lin Chiyu often disappears when angry, attributing their frequent disputes to their young age and lack of readiness for marriage. Lin Chiyu expressed anger at finding out her husband was out reveling the day before her surgery, saying, "Could I not leave home?" Guests on the show expressed dissatisfaction, believing Wu Zipie should have stayed home to accompany his wife. Title: Guo Shiyao's luxury residence embroiled in dispute. Neighbors expose 3 unruly behaviors, apologies issued, deeply reflecting. Published time, May 27, 2024. Reference, TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points, 33-year-old artist Guo Shiyao bought a 20-square-meter penthouse for $15 million, involved in 3 major disputes with neighbors over overdue management fees, piled-up parcels, and cardboard boxes. Neighbors pointed out her refusal to accept payment orders and pick up parcels, with the management committee issuing a notice to pay within 7 days. Guo Shiyao's agent responded that her busy schedule and frequent overseas work were reasons, promising a thorough reflection and prompt resolution, along with apologies for the inconvenience caused to neighbors and the management committee. Title, Xiao Jingteng's photo as outstanding youth of the Republic of China exposed, Yang Xiuhui's comment sparks controversy, disgusting. Published time, May 27, 2024. Reference, TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points, Yang Xiuhui expressed her support for Taiwan after the inauguration ceremony on 520, stating living well without earning renminbi and criticizing Xiao Jingteng for calling himself a proud Chinese, calling it disgusting. She emphasized her identity as Taiwanese late at night on Facebook, asserting she doesn't care about the mainland market and bravely responding to netizens' criticisms. This sparked discussions, with supporters affirming her stance but also facing criticism from some netizens. Title, Yang Xiuhui asserts dominance amid criticism of no market in mainland. Reveals truth of rejecting acting offers, prefers less earnings. Published time, May 27, 2024. Reference, TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points, Yang Xiuhui recently proclaimed herself as Taiwanese on social media and refused to act in mainland China, giving up an opportunity. She emphasized her preference for earning less money in Taiwan rather than leaving her homeland, stating she is a native Taiwanese and doesn't need to earn renminbi in China. Yang Xiuhui also called for mutual respect between people on both sides of the strait. Title, Zhang Xiaoyan's recent situation exposed. Bulletin Swaliang shockingly admits keeping a distance from her, reveals career direction of scholar daughter. Published time, May 27, 2024. Reference, TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points, I apologize for the dissatisfaction. Here's a more concise summary. Bulletin Swaliang discussed the recent situation of his mentor, Zhang Xiaoyan, in a media interview. He expressed concern for her through messages but couldn't disclose details. Regarding Huang Zijiao's situation, he stated he didn't disturb him and believed he should handle it himself. As for Zhang Xiaoyan, he couldn't answer for her but expressed care through messages. Bulletin Swaliang thanked Zhang Xiaoyan for her influence and mentioned family life but didn't inquire about his daughter's emotional status, stating that the family provided warmth and support to them. Title, Actor Qin Huang enters nursing home with bank account bottoming out after repaying millions for daughter. Bleak current situation revealed. Published time, May 27, 2024. Reference, TVBS Entertainment Headlines. Key points, former TVB actor Qin Huang was hospitalized after a fall, where he was diagnosed with anemia and malnutrition. After discharge, he moved into a nursing home due to financial difficulties arising from TVB contract issues, relying on social workers' help and general assistance for living expenses. He had helped his daughter and son-in-law repay debts of hundreds of millions, even selling his property, but after his daughter's bankruptcy and departure, he couldn't afford credit card bills. There's been a recent turnaround with his children visiting regularly. News title, 528 surrounding legislative yuan, blue bird action across Taiwan against parliament power reform. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, CTV News. Key points, last Friday, about 100,000 people gathered in the blue bird action starting from Qingdao East Road to protest against the parliamentary power reform at the legislative yuan. Unlike the Sunflower Movement 10 years ago, this blue bird generation emphasizes the independent opinions of young people, without prominent leaders but rather a collective effort by citizens. The organizers moved the main stage to Jinan Road to accommodate more people and set up a subsidiary stage and interactive area on Qingdao East Road to provide more opportunities for expression. Composed of diverse participants, the Blue Bird movement demonstrates citizen power, aiming to convey diverse voices to the parliament. News title, Legislative yuan to battle again on Tuesday. Blue Camp urges President to convene National Consensus Conference, criticized by Ko Wen-je. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, CTV News. Key points, after 3 rounds of intense debates, the Legislative yuan has passed the second reading of articles such as contempt of parliament. The Kuomintang urges President Lai Ching-te to convene a National Consensus Conference to resolve the cross-party disputes. The Democratic Progressive Party criticizes this as a squid tactic, pointing out that a single word from Han Kuo-yu could end it all. However, Premier Cho Young-tai urges the Legislative yuan to respond positively to avoid further hardships for the people. If unable to pass the third reading, it will be postponed until after the Legislative yuan's general policy questioning. All parties are on edge as the battle looms. News title, Threads ranks second in global traffic in Taiwan, statistics spark discussion. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, CTV News. Key points: Meta launched the text-sharing social networking site Threads last July, similar to Twitter. Within 5 days, it surpassed 100 million users worldwide, with Taiwan's traffic ranking second only to the United States, sparking discussions. According to similar web statistics, Taiwan had the second highest global traffic in April, with a growth of 25.94%. Netizens pointed out the cluttered content and excessive political posts on Threads, but some still find it more comfortable than Instagram. News title: Tide Ziying considering injury, regrettably announces withdrawal from Singapore Open this week. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, CTV News. Key points: Tide Ziying was originally scheduled to participate in the Singapore Open this week but withdrew due to injury. She announced this on Instagram this afternoon, thanking everyone for their concern and support. Tide Ziying's scheduled opponent, Gilmore, also left a message on her post, wishing her a speedy recovery. Title: Surprising entry into championship. WTT Rio de Janeiro Challenge, Cheng Xianqi and Qian Tengchuan clinch runners-up. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, Mirror News. Highlights: Taiwanese women's doubles pair Cheng Xianqi and Qian Tengchuan fell short in the WTT Rio de Janeiro Challenge Women's Doubles Championship match against a Japanese duo, settling for the runners-up position. Despite being dominated in the first 2 sets, they managed to force a deuce in the third set. Cheng expressed surprise at reaching the championship match, even having booked tickets for the championship day beforehand, later changing the schedule to participate. Although they didn't clinch the title, she gained more confidence for future matches and will continue to compete in Argentina, Croatia, and Slovenia, aiming for better results. Title: Green legislator HSU Fuku criticizes Su Qingchuan's misleading statements on tuna industry. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, Mirror News. Highlights: Blue Camp legislator Su Qingchuan accused the Pingtung County government and Donggang Fishermen's Association of inaction during the Black Tuna Cultural Festival, despite the plummeting fish prices to $70 per kilogram, prompting Green legislator HSU Fuku to refute it as misleading. HSU pointed out Su's lack of understanding of the tuna industry, mistaking the price of secondary fish products for the overall market. He explained that the $70 prices for secondary products due to large catches and the lack of ultra-low temperature freezers, emphasizing that black tuna is mainly for domestic consumption. The county government has fought for the construction of a cold chain center. HSU criticized Su's ignorant remarks damaging the industry chain and urged support with the correct strategy for the tuna industry. Title: Shrimp farmers still struggle. Honduras white shrimp export to China with only 120 kilograms, amounting to 1/100,000 th of Taiwan's import. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, Mirror News. Highlights: After severing ties with Taiwan, Honduras hoped to enter the Chinese market but failed, leading to the collapse of the white shrimp farming industry and thousands unemployed. China invited Honduras to participate in a fisheries expo, aiming to promote bilateral trade. Honduras expressed efforts to promote seafood products but exported only 120 kilograms of shrimp, a mere 1/100,000 th of Taiwan's import volume, indicating a severe situation. China having shrimp import prices has made shrimp farmers' livelihoods difficult. The future of opening up the Chinese market may depend on the content of future FTAs. Title: HSU Kuanghan encounters Chinese nationalists' disturbance in South Korea, responds calmly to retweet CCTV Weibo demand. Published time, May 27, 2024. Source, Mirror News. Highlights: After May 20, Taiwanese artists face renewed pressure to express their stance on reunification. Recently, HSU Kuanghan, promoting Youth 18x2, Your Journey, in South Korea faced demands from Chinese nationalists to retweet CCTV's Weibo, but he did not respond. Despite being harassed while in South Korea, HSU remained composed, focusing on the event. He thanked fans in Korean before leaving. Although a video of the incident circulated online, HSU did not feel compelled to express his stance due to the film's box office performance. Instead, he prioritized completing overseas promotions.